Preparing for your first residency, so making travel plans. Once you receive your scheduled confirmation email, I think Louise mentioned this earlier as well, that's when you want to start planning your travel arrangements. So don't make any travel plans until you're officially registered and you see your selected course in the My Walden portal. Again, connect with your student success advisor if something is a little wonky there or you believe you should be registered and you're not. You just want to kind of make sure you have that confirmation email before you kind of proceed scheduling and planning your trip. Also, you want to pay close attention to the specific hotel that it's hosted in. I know I usually go to Atlanta. There's a million hotels on like one street, and some of them have the same names and they just have like a secondary name. So really pay attention to that. That should all be in the confirmation email, but also there will be a portal where you can kind of look at more details about your specific residency that you're registered for. So just keep in mind that in order to receive credit for your residency, you have to be present at all sessions. We just want to reiterate that, and so it's not something where you can go one day, maybe complete the other days another time. You want to make sure you've got time and space to do the whole residency. If you would like to, you can stay at Walden's host hotel to take advantage of certain group rates and discounts like complimentary Wi-Fi in your room and other kind of opportunities. So that information should also be included once you're registered and confirmed. However, it's not required that you stay at the host hotel. So I've done a little bit of both, where I've stayed at the Walden host hotel, or I've done Airbnb sometimes. So it's really just whatever works out best for my travel plan. So also want to talk a little bit about telling your instructors that you will be at residency. So it's always a good idea to kind of maybe reach out to them. I say before maybe the week starts, just to let them know that you'll be, at residency. I think our professors, my experience has been, very understanding of that, because they understand the concept of residency. Most of them have done it themselves or might be attending as well, so they kind of understand what that means and what those days can look like. However, it's always a good idea to kind of work ahead on your coursework. You never want to assume that since you're going to residency that you'll have extensions unless they specifically tell you that or the class that. So other accommodations that you may need, you can always reach out to Disability Services. You want to do this at least 30 days before the residency. Their email is disability@mail.waldenu.edu. A few other things about residency in Blackboard: you'll have access to that classroom maybe about 2 weeks before residency starts. You'll want to check in there. Sometimes there's documents to bring. Sometimes there are like small pre-work or assignments to do beforehand. So don't assume that everything is going to be done on ground, so to speak. There might be some things you have to do prior to presentation to watch or a survey to take or something like that. So you want to check in that classroom a little bit to kind of see what your program requires of you. Also, scheduling your individual advising appointments. These can fill up pretty quickly, so you want to kind of check that out once you've got some of your other plans made, and maybe you can kind of look through certain days and times for the residency schedule. Louise mentioned earlier, you might be able to see some gaps in times that you have, and maybe set aside some time to kind of meet with your advisor or an advisor who's there at residency. So again, spots can fill up also for residency, so you want to kind of plan ahead as much as you can, especially if there's a specific one or time frame that you're trying to aim for. And then, definitely reach out to your student success advisor if you're running into any issues getting into the residency of your choice. I think that might be it. Just another reminder to, read carefully through your confirmation email. Make sure everything lines up with what you believe you're registering for. So like the dates, the location, all those things. That's what that confirmation email should share with you.